Hi, so in today's video I'm going to make some slim cards again. These were really popular when I did the Beauty Abounds gift card set on my channel several weeks ago. I'm going to be using a free stamp set that I got from Bration, which is the Hello Cupcake, and I think I'm going to use the Happy Birthday greeting from the Amazing Life stamp set. So at the time of recording the video, this Hello Cupcake is still available with a £45 spend in my online shop. But the Bration items are selling out quick. So if this is something that you think you may want, you need to get your orders in as soon as possible. Bration ends on the 31st of March. The joining offer is still by far the best offer. You get £170 worth of product of your choice for £99 and free P&P. The joining offer is normally £130 and free P&P. So obviously you're getting an extra £40 worth if you join during Bration. There's no commitment whatsoever to hold parties or do videos or blog or even ever buy another product again. If you just decide you want to get the starter kit and that's it, never buy anything else, that's it, no commitment, you don't have to. The information is on my website about how to join to get your starter kit or how to purchase and spend £45 and get free items. So it's a lovely set. You've got Sprinkled with Love, Celebrate Your Day, Sweet Wishes. You've got the base of the cupcake itself, so the wrapper, the piece of cake, the frosting, there's a little heart pick, there's two sizes of flour and some sprinkles, so 10 pieces. So to save a little bit of time, I've prepared some of the layers of the card, and then I'll go through the stamping and that kind of thing. So this started off as a piece of thick A4 Whisper White. I've cut it at 2 3/4 on the short side. So I've got 3 base cards from one UK A4 piece of card. I've got 3 matting layers. These are the colours I'm going to be using: Coastal Cabana, Lovely Lipstick and Highland Heather. Now these measure 2.5 wide by 5 5/8, and with the envelope punch board I have rounded the corners on 2 opposite corners. So I've just put that in there, punched it, turned it round and done that one. And my idea is that I'm going to layer this up so I've got a straight edge in opposite corners and rounded edges in opposite corners. Then my white layers, these are Whisper White regular cardstock, and these are going to be what I'm going to do my stamping on. And again, I've rounded up the same 2 opposite corners so that these will layer up. And these white layers measure 2 1/4 by 5 3/8. So that's where I've got so far. I've got Coastal Cabana, Lovely Lipstick, Highland Heather and Crumb Cake are the colours that I'm going to be using. And I've got the elements of the cupcake on various blocks. So the first thing I'm going to stamp is the base. So I'm just lining up my 3 pieces of card because I might as well try and do them all in one go. I've got my crumb cake, I've got the base of the cake, so the wrapper. And I don't want to stamp it too near the bottom because I'm thinking I want to put my greeting down there. So I'm going to kind of stamp it maybe about a good inch up, I think. And I'm just going to press and hold and let the ink soak in to the card. And then I'm going to repeat that on the other 2 pieces. And because I'm lining them up more or less the same, I can see, you know, roughly where I'm stamping and try and get them all, you know, about the same positioning, if that makes sense. Now this stamp, you don't line it up with the wrapper completely centrally because it's got this little funny bit that sticks out the side. So just position it, you know, as best you can. I'm going to bring in my Stampin' scrub and I'm going to spray it on the wet side with some mist cleaner because I'm going to have to swap colours. So I'm just going to put the crumb cake to one side for now. I'm going to take the Highland Heather, and with this cupcake there's a topper, not sure how well you're going to see it, and then there's like a small layer which is like the cake, if you like. So I'm going to ink this up in the Highland Heather and I'm going to stamp off once and then position it over the wrapper. I'm going to give it a clean and then I'm going to bring the topping in, and then I'm going to do this in Highland Heather again, but full strength without stamping off this time, and the shape of it lines up to the shape of the cake. So without trying to get my head in the camera, I'm just going to line it up, hopefully, and press. So that is how it's looking now. So you can see I've got the wrapper, the layer of cake, and then the frosting. And there's some sprinkles to go on, but I'll do that last. So I'm just going to clean these now because I'm going to repeat and do them in the other colours. So I'm just going to put the lid on the Highland Heather and I'm going to bring in the lovely lipstick. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to stamp up the actual part of the cake, stamp off, and then line up and stamp. Then ink up the frosting, and do that full strength over the top. I'm off a little bit on that one, but it's okay, it's fine. I'm just going to, again, give it a clean. And then the last colour is Coastal Cabana. Just going to stamp off. Stamp that down. And then put this one over the top. And I'm just going to close this up, else I'll stick my fingers in it. So now I'm going to bring in the sprinkles, and I think I'm going to do the sprinkles in crumb cake, and that'll kind of tie the base in and everything. So again, I'm just going to ink up and add the sprinkles. And I'm just going to do them all in the same colour. You could do this obviously in any colourway you wanted. You could use Designer Series paper for your layer if you don't want to use card. I just decided to use card to try and match it in with the colours that I'm using. But I've seen this done, you know, in many different colourways, and it looks great every single time. So give that a clean. Move those out of the way. So I'll show you how we're looking. So that's how it's looking now with the base and the cake and the frosting. And then there's the lovely lipstick. And here is my Coastal Cabana. So now I think I'm going to put the happy birthday at the bottom. So I'm just going to take that off there and get the happy birthday. Position that on my block, and I'm just going to put all these together so that I'm not fussed about them all being in exactly the same place, but I want to try and get them a bit uniform. I mean, these would make great craft fair projects, you know, you can get 3 from 1 sheet of A4 card. So, you know, make them up in 3s. You could make some envelopes to match using your envelope punch board. If you refer to the Beauty Abounds gift set that's on my channel, in that video I made cards that were the same size as this, and I made envelopes as well. And I also showed in another video, which is on my channel, that goes with that same set, how to make a custom fit box using our Simply scoreboard. And if you've got a ScanNCut, I showed how to make a box using ScanNCut canvas. So let's just see how we're looking now. So I think what I'm going to do now, this is a bit out of my comfort zone, but I've got this idea because I think it might look a little bit plain. So I've got a Stampin' Right marker, and I'm just going to do some like squiggly lines just to go around the edges. If you follow my channel, you'll have seen on other cards I do dashes and things like that, but I thought on these I'd just do something a bit different, and I'm going to add some Wink of Stella. So I've got the fine end of a Stampin' Right marker, and I'm literally just doing a faint squiggly line, and I'm not making it join up or anything. I'm just you know, just going round the edge really. As I say, it's not something I normally do. So you can see that's how we're looking now. I'm going to bring my Wink of Stella in. This has to be the most used thing I use. I love it. And I'm just going to colour over the cupcakes, I think. And where I've just misstamped a little bit, I'm just going to drag the ink to fill it in. I'll just clean it because it's got pink on it now. So you can blend in the ink. Don't know how well you're going to see, but it really does have a shine. And where I just misstamped ever so slightly there, I've been able to blend the ink in. So now I've got these glitter enamel dots. Now there's Coastal Cabana in here. I think that's lemon lime twist, something like that. I can't really remember. There's lovely lipstick, and this is gorgeous grape. Now I'm using Highland Heather, but it, you know, it's Stampin' Up, everything matches. So I'm going to put some of these glitter dots in matching colours. So I think we'll go with one of each size. So we'll have 3 because apparently odd numbers always look best. And then we'll use the gorgeous grape on the Highland Heather one. You get more than this in a pack. I gave some of these away for people that used my host code in February. So that's why there's some missing out of there. So I think what I'll do now, I'll just turn each one of these over. I'll bring in my snail. And I'll bring in the cards. So I'm going to layer up the Coastal Cabana one on there. And I've made these so you've got like a 1/4 inch border all the way round. Lovely lipstick. Not sure what that is I've got on the bottom of there. And then this one is the Highland Heather, which I think is an absolutely lovely colour. I love this colour. So that's how they're looking. And then I think I'll pop these up on dimensionals, bring my dimensionals in. All the products, obviously, that I'm using are all available on my Stampin' Up website, and the links will be under the video. I will also post a product list as well under the YouTube video with, you know, with direct links. So if you do want to order anything and take advantage of Bration and get yourself, you know, a free item with your £45 spend, I'd be, you know, really happy to have your business. I'm going to position this on the front of the card, and again I've done the calculations for you so that you should have a 1/4 inch border. So that's how that's looking. I didn't know whether to add some twine or some ribbon, but actually I don't think I will. It might be better if I do it this way, head on as well, I can see better. I'll show you them all in a minute. Okay, so they're, I think, nearly done now, but I think what I might do, I might add the little heart to each one. So I'm going to get my Highland Heather. I'm just going to test it, and I'm going to put that there. Bring in my lovely lipstick. Give that a clean. And Coastal Cabana. Okay, so that's how it's looking with the little heart pick in it now. That's the Coastal Cabana. And that's the Highland Heather. I'm actually filming this at night, so I hope that you're seeing this okay. I've got lots of lights on, but hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So I hope you like that project. Please give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you don't already do so. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.